We have all heard stories about different creatures that once existed, or perhaps you've heard stories about strange creatures hidden in the darkness. Some call them myths, others swear they have seen them. These are not merely stories recounted over campfires, with firebirds rising from ashes and stone guardians watching from rooftops. They're echoes of something deeper, of human fears, memories, and possibly old secrets. Tonight, we take a tour through 7 fabled creatures once thought to exist among us. So dim the lights, steady your breath, because what you are about to hear may blur the line between legend and truth. 7. The Phoenix. Have you heard the story of a bird that never dies? Meet the legendary Phoenix, the immortal flame of mythology. Its history goes back over 4,500 years to ancient Egypt. There, it was known as Bennu, a bird associated with the rising sun and the god Ra. It represents renewal, a creature that lives for centuries before bursting into flames and rising again from the ashes. Legends say the phoenix carries miraculous powers. Its tears can heal wounds, restoring life where pain lingers. Its feathers are said to grant longevity, as if the very essence of endurance rests within its plumage. Imagine a majestic bird with golden red plumage, wings that shimmer like molten metal, and eyes that shine like embers. When it soars, it leaves trails of flame across the sky. Philosophers such as Herodotus in ancient Greece described travelers who claimed to see it hovering over the desert. In 1862, American media reported a flaming bird over Arizona's horizon. And in 2013, a popular shot from Brazil showed a firebird in the sky, later revealed as an optical illusion. The phoenix never truly vanished. It became a worldwide emblem of rebirth and immortality, appearing in crests, films, and fantastical realms such as Harry Potter and Fantastic Beasts. The phoenix does not need to live in nature because it already exists within each of us. This symbol represents rejuvenation and reminds us that every ending leads to a new beginning. 6. The Sphinx. Next, we journey to Egypt, where desert winds whisper around the ancient Sphinx, the protector of mysteries and silences. The oldest known Sphinx, sculpted around 2500 BCE, stands near the pyramids of Giza. It has a lion's body with a human face, a combination of strength and wisdom. Pharaohs believed it guarded their tombs against invaders and evil spirits. The Greek Sphinx tells a darker story. According to legend, it sat on a cliff outside Thebes, offering riddles to anyone who dared pass. Those who answered incorrectly were swallowed whole. Its riddle remains popular. What walks on 4 legs in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, and 3 in the evening? The answer, of course, is man. The Sphinx is not an ordinary statue. It is a symbol of questions that protect knowledge. Scientists assume that subterranean chambers beneath its paws have remained sealed since prehistoric times. Some claim to see unusual lights near the monument at night. Others say its gaze follows them, alive and aware. What if the Sphinx is more than stone? Perhaps it stands between us and truths we are not yet ready to confront. 5. The Basilisk. Have you ever heard of a creature capable of killing with a single look? That is the Basilisk, the snake ruler born from nightmares and alchemy. According to medieval tradition, the basilisk emerges from a rooster's egg, warmed by a toad. What evolves is something impossible, a hybrid of serpent and bird, with wings at times and eyes that burn like poison. It moves through villages undetected, its breath scorches grass, and its stare reduces stone to dust. Even its touch brings instant death. To kill it, you need a mirror. When it sees its own reflection, it perishes from its lethal glare. Another weakness was said to be the crowing of a rooster. The pure sound of dawn shattered the basilisk's reign, striking it dead instantly. In the Middle Ages, explorers claimed to discover fossilized snakes around ruins, calling them the remains of basilisks. In 1587, a man named Pietro Paolo in Warsaw claimed to kill one beneath a ruined church by showing it a mirror and watching it collapse. In fact, experts later discovered these basilisks were most likely king cobras or exaggerated tales of venomous reptiles. Yet the fear was real, spreading across Europe. The basilisk still appears in fantasy works such as Harry Potter and Dark Souls, a creature of mirrors, myth, and death. Perhaps its true terror is not that it kills with sight, but that we cannot look away from what frightens us. 4. The Chupacabra. Now to the modern age, and one of the strangest cryptids of all, the Chupacabra, or goat-sucker of the Americas. Its tale began in Puerto Rico in 1995, when farmers discovered sheep drained of blood with puncture wounds on their necks. No footprints, no sound, just silence. Witnesses described a small reptilian creature with spines on its back, gray-green skin, and glowing red eyes. Others reported it hopped like a kangaroo or sprinted like a wolf. Soon, sightings spread across Mexico, Texas, and Chile. Photos of strange carcasses, claw marks, and eerie night footage surfaced online. Scientists tried to explain it as coyotes with mange, hairless and cracked-skinned, but witnesses insisted it wasn't an animal we know. Some biologists believe the legend grew from older vampire myths, though strange livestock deaths continue today. Whether real species or shared nightmare, the Chupacabra shows how modern legend can grow suddenly. A media monster leaving behind fear and traces. Or perhaps it is something real enough to keep watching the shadows at night. 3. The Oni. From the Americas, we travel to Japan, home of the Oni, one of the scariest yet most adored figures in Eastern mythology. Oni are demons, but not ordinary ones. They stand tall, with blue or scarlet skin, horns twisting from their skulls, and fangs like daggers. In one hand, a massive club. In the other, judgment. Ancient records such as the Kojiki, 712 AD, describe them as punishers of sin, spirits dragging evil souls into the underworld. Over time, they evolved into something more complex, guardians of justice, standing between people and chaos. In rural Japan, residents claim to hear Oni trampling through trees during storms. They say thunder is the sound of their weapons clashing. The Oni remain part of Japanese culture today. During the Setsubun festival, families hurl beans and cry, "Oni wa soto," demons out, to ward off bad luck. Yet Oni are no longer always villains. In anime, tattoos, and art, they symbolize strength, transformation, and retribution. Perhaps that is their truth. Oni reflect us, both as monsters and protectors. So, if you hear thunder in the night, it may not be a storm. Perhaps an Oni is reminding you to stay on the right path. 2. The Baku. If the Oni punish nightmares, the Baku devour them. In Japanese tradition, the Baku is a dream eater, summoned to protect you from evil dreams. But it comes with a warning. According to legend, if you whisper before sleep, "Baku, devour my dream," it will come true. A bizarre beast resembling an elephant, a tiger, and an ox with fur that shifts colors like smoke. It swallows your nightmare and restores peace. But beware, if it is still hungry, it devours your good dreams too, leaving your mind blank and empty. The Baku is mentioned in Buddhist texts and temple carvings since the 14th century. Ancient amulets bearing its image were placed beside sleeping children for protection. Today, the Baku appear in modern culture rather than forests. From anime to plush toys, it serves as a sleep guardian, gently consuming our fears. Unlike other monsters, it is not something to flee. It is something to call upon when the dark corners of our minds grow too loud. 1. The Gargoyle. Have you ever noticed the stone creatures perched atop churches, wings frozen mid-spread, gaze fixed on the city below? Gargoyles are far more than decorations. Their myth began in 13th century France, inspired by an older legend of a dragon named Gargoyle, slain by Saint Romanus. After the beast was defeated, its head was mounted on a wall to ward off evil. Thus, the Gargoyle was born. Architects carved strange guardians into stone, lions, dragons, demons, to frighten spirits away. But over time, the legend grew. At night, when no one watched, gargoyles awakened. They crawled across rooftops, hunting demons and guarding churches. Some witnesses claimed to see them move, wings twitching during lightning storms, eyes glinting like glass. Cameras above churches have captured unknown shapes. Coincidence or something else? Gargoyles can still be seen in cities such as Paris and Prague, where they stand silently and watch. Perhaps they serve as reminders that even stones may hold a spirit, and monsters can become protectors. So, next time you walk beneath an old cathedral, look up. You might catch one gazing back. Mythical creatures have long straddled the line between belief and reality. They embody our fears, dreams, and endless desire to explain the unknown. Which of these legendary creatures fascinates you the most, and why? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this journey through myth and mystery, remember to like, subscribe, and enable notifications.